Okay, so for the last part of our lesson, we are going to work on the timelines. So you're supposed to be broken into a group of 3 to work on the timeline, but
We got 2.
It's just you and me, buddy. It's just you and me. And we're going to look at events that happened throughout the civil rights movement. And on our timeline, we are going to either write or draw a brief description of this event and the people who contributed to this event. So that's what we're going to use our concept map for. So you've already listed the events that have happened and the people that were included and the reasons they were brought about. So we're going to use our concept map and the things that we know. And then afterwards, generally, the groups would share out 2 of their events, but you're just going to share with me the one that you found most interesting or the most impactful for the civil rights movement, and I'll share with you mine, okay? Okay. So we have a digital Brown versus Board of Education. So do you remember how to put text boxes in and all that?
No.
No? Okay, I can help you with that. No big deal. It's okay. Okay, let's get here. Oh. So would it be easier to write it down or would you rather type it?
Type it.
Okay. So, oops. Just kidding. Ha ha ha. Snafus. Okay, so this is. Okay. So let's talk about the Brown versus Board of Education decision. What did this impact?
They had to take harder tests than the white people to vote.
Was that part of the education system?
It was more confusing.
Do you need to go back and look at it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and read that one.
No. They couldn't. The black and white schools were separated.
Okay. Let's go back up here. And we are going to. Oh my gosh. The technology is being fickle today. Okay, we're going to insert. We're just going to do a drawing. And you're going to go ahead and type that. You just used the phrase due to. I'm very impressed. Okay. Oh, good job. All right. So we're going to put that in there. Let's see. This one's going to be over the picture. So we're going to move this guy all the way up here. Close enough. I think that's good enough, yeah? Okay. And let's see. So the Montgomery bus boycott. Who, what, where, when, why?
Do I need to use all those?
Do the best you can. What do you think? You want to look back? Okay, that's fine. We are allowed to use our resources, Dean. That's the beautiful part, is we are allowed to use our resources. There we go. Do you know who was involved?
Rosa Parks.
And do you know when it was?
1955 to December 5th, 1955 to December 20th, 1956.
Okay. And I don't know that it says where. Why?
Rosa Parks wouldn't give up her seat because she wanted to sit at the front of the bus.
And I believe this was in Montgomery,
Yeah.
Alabama. Well, yeah, that's the where, because it was Montgomery. It was Montgomery bus boycott. Ha 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 ha. It's right in the title. Ha 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 ha. All right.
So what do I like?
Just who? Start with who.
Rosa Parks.
Okay. And do you remember when? You have an incredible memory for dates. Something I do not. Okay, and then why? Yep. They went on for a long time. Okay, where was this at?
Montgomery.
Do you remember what state Montgomery's in?
No.
Alabama.
Mama.
And then, why? Yeah, give me the why. Okay. Okay.
Whoa.
Oops. I think that you accidentally did too many. Yes.
Undo that.
This one? Okay. Alright. Let's see. Where are we at? Where is it at? Oops. Okay. Yep. Where did the picture go? Okay. Next one. Let's see. The Civil Rights Act of 1957.
Wait, what happened? It's not
It went away. It's okay. It's still there somewhere. Civil Rights Act of 1957. Do you remember what happened that time?
They had a harder test and it was more confusing, nearly impossible to pass.
So what did they do about that? Because there was the Civil Rights Act of 1965 and then there was the Civil Rights Act of 1957. They were both a little bit different.
Eisenhower signed the Civil Rights Act of 1957 into law.
Okay. And what was it doing?
It stopped it from being nearly impossible to pass.
So he got rid of the voting thingy, right?
Yeah.
The voting restrictions?
Yeah, so the same as...
Yes. Okay. Okay. Oh. Sorry, buddy.
So what do I put? So
What did he get rid of?
he got rid of harder tests. He got rid of the black people having harder and more confusing tests that were nearly impossible to pass.
Well, it was all about voting, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Did white people have to take a test to vote?
No. So Eisenhower made it so the black people don't have to vote.
So they don't have to take tests to vote. Let's see if I can get this on there without losing it again. Okay. And now it disappeared again, okay. Alright, that's super. Okay, well, we're gonna move down here to these ones. Okay, let's do the March on Washington. Who, what, where, when, why?
Dr. Martin Luther King.
Okay, yeah, that was definitely his jam.
Can I just put Martin Luther King?
You can put MLK if you want. That's what we abbreviate it to. I mean, he was a junior.
Now what's the next one?
Why?
To stop unequal rights.
Okay. And then where? It's right in the title. It was the March on
Washington.
Was it Washington or was it Washington, D.C.? Oh.
It only says March on Washington.
It only says March on. Where do you think the White House is at?
Washington, D.C. Can I just put WDC?
I know you're getting tired, but all right. Do you remember what year that was?
No. $1963.
Yep. Over one.
And is that it?
Yeah. So let's try to. Well, look at that. All right, it didn't want to go. That's okay. We're just. All right. How about we do the Civil Rights Act of 1964? What was the importance of that one? I'm thinking it was 1965, but it was 64.
The 14th Amendment?
What did that one do?
It prohibited discrimination in public places.
There you go. Okay. All right. We're going to stop there, but I want us to share with our timeline. And normally everybody would get to share their timeline, but you and I are going to share what portions of what we learned about today do you think were the most impactful when it came to people getting equal rights? Like, what event do you think was just a giant impact on that?
Martin Luther King stops unequal rights.
So you think that the March on Washington?
Yeah.
Yeah, why?
Because he got arrested 29 times, but he didn't stop. He kept trying to get equal rights.
He was probably one of the biggest faces and people of the civil rights movement. Like, when you hear the word civil rights movement, most people that know anything about it will automatically think of Martin Luther King Jr. So I think that you are very true on that one. That was very right. I think that the Voting Rights Act was a big portion because it's kind of where it all started. Because Black people just wanted to be able to vote, and the restrictions that were put on them were so wild and crazy that I think that that's what really started a lot of the segregation and wanting equal rights. They wanted a say. And so I think that the Voting Rights Act was one of the biggest. Mm-hmm. All right. So what was your big, like, aha moment from this lesson? What was your big aha moment? Like, what is something that you didn't know and are glad you learned, or something that you feel like really just kind of impacted you?
Eisenhower made it so Black people did not need to take tests to vote.
Okay. So was that a big aha moment, or was there like one that like made you feel anything?
Probably that one, or the Walk of Washington, or whatever.
The March on Washington?
No, it was like the one where they marched 50 miles.
Oh, the Selma to Montgomery?
Yeah.
Why? Why is that such a big one for you?
So they didn't take buses, so it made it so the buses weren't segregated now. They're integrated.
So was that like, why was that so impactful to you?
Because they could finally sit together and see each other's faces.
Oh, I like that. I really like that. That's really great. All right. So do you feel like you know a lot about the civil rights movement now? It's pretty awesome. I think you did pretty good. Yeah. And I want to thank you for being my one and only student and doing all this work while we have COVID. So high five, buddy. Awesome. Normally I would have you do a metacognition activity for this one, but I don't have it pulled up on this lesson. So, but I think that our discussion was really awesome, and I hope that when you get into the older grades that you get to learn a little bit further about this stuff. I'm sorry that you weren't in my class for second grade to get all of this, but that's that. And thank you for your time.